Now with the previous knowledge, as I said earlier, we have we have to draw this simple diagram. Just try to draw this diagram. I'll just draw a coordinate system which we have used here is this. Okay, draw along with me. This is okay, give names to this. This is direction given by E1 cap, this is direction given by E2 cap, and this is the direction given by E3 cap. So these are the three unit vectors which we have defined earlier. Now this is my point P, location of this, and I can draw here a surface as shown by this. Okay, so you can draw this type of diagram here. Actually, I could have taken the diagram from the net itself, but in spite of that, let's take this type of diagram. Actually, this U1 this should have some more length. And let's take this point to be point Q. Okay. Now, as per my knowledge, this is the direction of E2 or U2. So this is length element DL2. This is along direction 1, so it is DL1, and this is along length U3 or the vector E3 cap, therefore this is DL3. So I have DL1, DL2 and DL3 are the sides of the cube in three different directions. That is U1, U2 and U3. These are the three different directions wherein I am writing this to be the length as given by DL1, DL2 and DU3. Okay, so and we have taken unit vectors. Unit vectors are E1 cap, then E2 cap, and third one is E3 cap. So these are the three unit vectors along U1, U2 and U3. I have drawn a small differential volume element here, which is made up of three different lengths, DL1, DL2 and DL3. Now to get surface area, any of the surface, or to get a volume area, volume of this particular differential volume element, to get surface area I have to just multiply any two sides. Now look at this. This is my DL1 and this is the DL3. So to get this surface area which I have drawn here, I have to get this product. Okay, the surface area, okay, for this shaded, okay, shaded, the shaded with, we can take any surface. I can take here this to be this surface which is made by, so this I will get to be dA is equal to, this is dl1 multiplied by dl3. So dl1 multiplied by dl3. Likewise, I already know that dl1 is given by h1 scale factor into du1, differential length element in the area in the first direction. Similarly, dl3 is given by h3 into du3, and dl2, that is already known to us, it is this product of h2 scale factor and second differential length in the second direction, that is du2. So taking this, I'll get this to be h1 into du1 multiplied by h2 into du2. So therefore I'll get differential area of this, okay, surface area is the product of h1 and h2 multiplied by du1 multiplied by du3. Okay, this equation is very important. Now look at this. This is the shaded area. If you go for this remaining area, another area, this front side, it is dl2 multiplied by dl3. If you are going for this back surface, this is dl1 multiplied by dl3. If you are going for this, it is dl2 multiplied by dl3. So there are 6 faces. Each face area can be written as this. Okay, I am writing this to be dA1. You can write the faces. This is face number 1, this is face 2, you can take this to be front, this is 3, back side is 4, this is 5, and this is 6. Now take any of this area. So you can find out this area of the face 2, dA2 will be again, okay, so this is product of dl1 multiplied by dl3. So again it will have same area, h1 h2 into du1 du3, like that. Okay, so and then go for area number 4, dA4 will be equal to dl3 multiplied by dl2. So it is h2 multiplied by h3 into dl2 multiplied by dl3. Okay, so this type of equations can be obtained for the surface area of any of the plane that is shown there. Okay, इथं दाखवलेल्या कुठल्याही प्लेन साठी मला त्याच्या 2 साइड्स माहित असतील. सरफेस एरियाचे काढण्यासाठी I need to know 2 sides of that. So depending upon the number which I have given, so I can calculate dA1 is equal to h1 h2 into du1 sorry, this is h1 h3, not h2. Remember here, this is not h2, this is h3, and this is also h3 because dl3 was h3 times dl3. So this is dA1 is equal to h1 h3 times du1 du3. So therefore in general area of area in curvilinear coordinates is given by dA is equal to scale factors h1 scale factor, okay, I can give to be h1 h2 into dl1 into dl2. So this way I can write length surface element in the curvilinear coordinates by this product. First scale factor, second scale factor, length element first and length element second. Actually now again we are making mistake. This is not this, it's wrong. This dA is given by any general surface area, it is given by h1 h2 into du1 multiplied by du2. Okay, so this is a general equation for writing the surface, any surface area. Now as I said earlier, go for surface 1, you will get this h1 will be h1 is will be there, but the third this will be h3. So h1 h3 into du1 du3. If I go for area 2 again, 2 number, it will be again h1 h3 du1 into du3. Then if I go area number 3 and 5, this will be h2 and h3 multiplied by du2 multiplied by du3, and like that. So we can find out surface area for any of the surface of this cube which is given there by taking this product. Okay, so this is what a surface element in the curvilinear coordinates. Okay, now let's go for volume element. Volume element. Now for cube, this volume is given by dV. It is just product of dl1 into dl2 into dl3. These are the 3 sides of this particular that is either you can call cube or you can call it to be something having a shape, that type of shape what we have drawn in the diagram. So this gives me, I know that dl1 dl2 dl3 are given by this. Okay, these are the length elements, and so it is h1 into du1, h2 into du2 and h3 into du3. Getting product of these 3, I'll get this dV or volume element is equal to product of scale factors h1 h2 h3 and the length element du1 du2 and du3. Okay, actually call याला आपण इक्वेशन नंबर 2 म्हणूया. ओके, दिस इक्वेशन नंबर 2. एक नंबरचं इक्वेशन आपलं लेंथ एलिमेंटला आपण मागे लिहिलेलं आहे, dl1 dl2 हे जे लिहिलं होतं. दिस इज व्हॉट इक्वेशन नंबर 1, this is equation 2, and this is what my equation number 3. So make a block to this to indicate this is another important derivation I have obtained, I have to be written. Okay, so in short I am just making a list. First we have written length element dl1, okay, in the h1 into du1. Okay, now du2 du3 also can be, dl2 dl3 also can be written. This is my equation 1, that is called as length element in the curvilinear coordinate system. So this is length element in curvilinear coordinate system. Then we have obtained dA, wall surface element is given by product of this h1 into h2 into du1 multiplied by du2. This is equation number 2, that is called as surface element. Surface element. And now dV, volume element, this is given by product of h1 h2 and h3 multiplied by du1 du2 and du3, and this is my equation 3. Remember these three equations. This is called as volume element in the curvilinear coordinate system. So if I know the directions or the parameters or the variables u1 u2 u3, and if I know the scale factors of a given system, then it is very easy to go for the surface element, area element as well as length element in the curvilinear coordinate system. Okay, in this concern let's go for one small derivation wherein we can find out the scale factors of a system which is called as Cartesian coordinate system. Okay, I have to go for this. So actually we do know, आपल्याला हे सगळं माहित आहे की लेंथ एलिमेंट कसं लिहायचा, सरफेस एलिमेंट कसं लिहायचा, व्हॉल्यूम एलिमेंट कसं लिहायचा, but using this methodology of this curvilinear coordinate system, whether we are getting the same equations or not using this technique, that is to be tested here. Okay, so let's go for the Cartesian orthogonal coordinate system. Okay, orthogonal Cartesian coordinate system. Orthogonal Cartesian coordinate system. It is always orthogonal, so we need not worry about this. This is what our system is given by. One axis is here, second axis is there, third axis is there. So if I take this to be x axis, this to be y axis, this to be j axis, sorry k axis, x y z, this is z axis, then I know that this is nothing but unit vector j cap, this is nothing but unit vector I cap, this is nothing but unit vector k cap. All these are perpendicular to each other, that's why the system given is an orthogonal curvilinear coordinate system. And now let us, any point P is taken to be x, y, z are the coordinates. So this position vector of this is taken to be r. Okay, so this is what a general, very general simple definition we all know always like this. So that is r is said to be the vector that is joining this origin and this point P. This is vector r. Okay, now in Cartesian coordinates, in Cartesian coordinates, okay, Cartesian coordinates, we take first direction u1 is taken to be x axis, second direction u2 is taken to be y axis, and u3 is nothing but third direction, that is z axis. Okay, then I know that e1 cap, unit vector in the first direction, is nothing but unit vector I. E2 cap is unit vector in the direction of increasing y, that is j, and E3 cap is the unit vector in the direction of increasing u3. Here in this case third direction is z direction, so unit vector in the direction of increasing z is k cap. So this is what a very primary information everyone does have about this Cartesian coordinate system. Okay, and we write this vector r in Cartesian coordinate system by this. Okay, it's very easy again, x I cap plus y j cap plus z k cap. This is my equation for unit vector r in the direction unit vector in the Cartesian coordinate system. Okay, now let's go for this simple derivation. So what is that? First I have to get g11. Now remember what was g11? G11 was deba r bar upon deba u1. Okay, dot deba r bar upon deba u1. Okay, that is, here u1 and u2 are x and y, so I have to u1 is x, so I'll get dabba r bar upon dabba x dot dabba r bar upon dabba x. So get this product, you'll get differential of this r bar with respect to x is simply I, differential of y with respect to x is 0, differential of z again with respect to x is 0 because they are independent variables, x, y and z are independent variables. So second and third quantities doesn't give me anything, so this gives me simply I cap, and another this derivative also gives me I cap. So I cap dot I cap is simply 1. That's why my G11 is equal to 1, and therefore H1 according to this relation is given by root of G11, and that is equal to 1 again. Okay. Now if we go for G12, एक सादा कैलकुलेशन करूँगा. G12 is dabba r bar upon dabba u1 dot multiplied by dabba r bar upon dabba u2. G12. Now here u1 and u2 I know u1 is x, u2 is y, so that is dabba r bar upon dabba x dot dabba r bar upon dabba y. So taking this differential of r bar with respect to x, in I will get first it is I cap, taking differential of r bar with respect to y I'll get dot multiplied by j, and we know that since they are orthogonal, dot product of I cap dot j cap is always equal to 0. So this G2 to G12 is going to be 0, and likewise for all other remaining except G22 and G33. So go for G22, it is similar way, dabba r bar upon dabba u2 dot dabba r bar upon dabba u2. So this is dabba r bar upon dabba y dot dabba r bar upon dabba y, hence it is j cap dot j cap is equal to 1, and therefore H2 is equal to root of G22 square root of 1 is also 1, and for G33 so you can get same relation, dabba r bar upon dabba u3 dot dabba r bar upon dabba u3 is equal to dabba r bar upon dabba z dot dabba r bar upon dabba z. So it is equal to k cap dot k cap is equal to 1, and hence H3 is also equal to G33 square root of that, and that is 1. Okay. So try to understand what I did. For Cartesian coordinate system I have obtained scale factors and the metrics also. So metric coefficient and scale factors both are 1 1 1. Okay. So we can, and remaining all other, that means G 2 1 2 we have calculated, then G13, G21, G23 and G31 as well as G32 etc. vanish, etc. vanish. Okay, and therefore the metric coefficients and scale factors for Cartesian coordinates are okay, both of this 1 1 and 1, these are the metric coefficient, and the scale factors are also 1 1 and 1. Okay, remember this is what our theory gives you correct results. So I got scale factors and the length, the metric coefficients are also 1 1 1. Therefore I can write the first length element dl1. dl1 was h1 into du1. Okay, so remember here h1 is 1, du1 is dx, so this is my length element in the first direction, that is dx. Similarly you can write dl2 is equal to h2 into du2, therefore it is simply dy. Okay, h2 is 1, du2 is dy, and dl3 is equal to again 1 into du3, and that is a h3 into du3, and that is nothing but simply dz. Okay, now differential area element or area element, differential area element, take product of any two. So dA is equal to, I can take dl1 into dl2 and or किती आपल्याला 4-5-3 वेगवेगळे प्रकार आहे, dl1 into dl2, dl2 into dl3 as well as dl1 dl2 into dl3 etc. 3 different types of products can be obtained. So it is given by h1 into du1 multiplied by h2 into du2. So it is h1 h2 into du2 multiplied by du3, but from my knowledge I just got this h1 h2 are simply 1, du1 and du2 are simply dx and dy. So this differential length surface element in the Cartesian coordinate is simply dx into dy. There is no required proof for that, it is we already known to this. And differential volume element, volume element, the expression, that expression number 3 we have already written there. dV is given by h1 h2 into h3 multiplied by du1 du2 into du3. We are going to get this, and as I know earlier, h1 h2 h3 are simply 1 into 1 into 1 into this is dx into dy into dz, and therefore volume element, differential volume element in the Cartesian coordinate system is just product dx dy dz. So we have applied this theory of general curvilinear coordinate system to obtain length element, surface element as well as volume element in the Cartesian coordinate system. Now same thing we are going to do for the next, पुढच्या ज्या आता दोन सिस्टीम्स आहेत, स्पेरिकल पोलर कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टीम आणि सिलेंड्रिकल कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टीम, तिथंही आपल्याला त्यांचे स्केल फॅक्टर्स h1 h2 h3 ॲज वेल ॲज देअर मेट्रिक कोएफिशियंट्स g11 g22 g33 काढायचे, अँड बेस्ड अपॉन दॅट वी कॅन गो फॉर लेंथ एलिमेंट, सरफेस एलिमेंट, व्हॉल्यूम एलिमेंट इन दॅट केस ऑल्सो. पण त्यापूर्वी आपल्याला एक छोटंसं डेरिवेशन बघायचं आहे. दॅट डेरिवेशन इज कॉल्ड ॲज व्हॉल्यूम एलिमेंट इन दी spherical polar coordinate system. So give a next title, volume element in spherical polar coordinates. Spherical polar coordinates. Okay, for that there is a diagram. But in spite of drawing that diagram, let's check, let's get the diagram from the net itself, and you have to draw this diagram. तुम्हाला ती छोटीशी diagram काढायला लागेल, but it will take, I'll just write this view volume element in spherical. This facility is provided by this board, so it's very easy not to draw these diagrams. So I can take, there are several diagrams are found. This is much easier to understand. Okay, let's take this. I'll make it bigger. So draw this diagram on your notebook. First draw this diagram on your notebook. Now look at this. These are the three different directions are shown. Okay, this is 1, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Now this patch I am taking as a piece of the sphere as given by this. हा खालचा जो सरफेस दाखवला आहे तो तुम्हाला त्याचा सरफेस छोटासा स्पियरचा सरफेस, wherein okay I have this to be r, त्याचा मी हा r घेतलाय. okay, and r is changed in this direction. So this is dr, म्हणजे हा वरचा सेक्शन दाखवतोय, that is dr. This is what original surface. Now I am changing r by dr, I am changing theta by d theta, as well as I am changing phi by d phi. म्हणजे r theta आणि phi तिघही थोडे चेंज केले, dr d theta आणि d phi ने रिस्पेक्टिवली. यू विल गेट दिस न्यू एरिया, म्हणजे मला हा नवीन एरिया मिळेल. नाव आय हॅव टू गेट, त्याच्यातला मग मला हा एरिया किती असेल, हा डी झेड असेल, हा किती असेल आणि हा किती असेल, ह्या तिघांचा प्रॉडक्ट काढला की आय गेट दिस इज द व्हॉल्यूम एलिमेंट. ट्राय टू अंडरस्टँड व्हॉल्यूम एलिमेंट इन दी स्पेरिकल पोलर कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टीम इज नॉट लाईक व्हॉल्यूम एलिमेंट इन दी कार्टेशियन कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टीम. कार्टेशियन कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टीममधला व्हॉल्यूम एलिमेंट हा क्यूब असेल, जो आपल्याला पेटी दिसते क्यूबसाठी. इथं मात्र तसं असणार नाही. इथलं व्हॉल्यूम एलिमेंट मात्र थोडंसं वेगळं आहे, जे की तुम्हाला इथं डायग्रॅममध्ये काढलेलं दिसतं आहे. ओके, नाव विल गो फॉर दिस सिम्पल कॅल्क्युलेशन्स. ओके, रिमेंबर दिस इज आर, हा आर आहे, याचं प्रोजेक्शन मी याच्यावरती घेतलं तर हे सुद्धा पुन्हा आर असेल. आय एम चेंजिंग फाय बाय डी फाय, थोडंसं चेंज करतो आहे, दॅट्स वाय दिस इज गोइंग टू बी आर डी फाय, दिस इज गोइंग टू बी आर डी फाय. सो दिस ऑल्सो, हा पण तेवढाच असेल, दिस इज गोइंग टू बी आर इंटू डी फाय. बरोबर आहे इथला. त्यानंतर आय एम गोइंग टू गेट दिस इज थीटा, आरसाठीचा हा थीटा असेल, दिस इज डी फाय, देअर फॉर दिस इज गोइंग टू बी, इथं जे दाखवले पहा, दिस इज गोइंग टू बी आर इंटू प्रॉडक्ट ऑफ आर इंटू डी थीटा. सो I got this and this is known to be nothing but dr, म्हणजे हा r असेल ओरिजिनल. आफ्टर चेंजिंग r, this is dr. So get the product of dr, then this side and this side, you will get volume of this volume element in the spherical polar coordinate system. डायग्राम दिसायला थोडीशी अवघड जरी असली, काढायला जरी अवघड असली, तरी समजायला मात्र फारशी अवघड नाही आहे. यू कॅन जस्ट ड्रॉ दिस डायग्राम ॲट युअर नोटबुक अँड बिफोर दॅट वी हॅव टू राईट समथिंग. अर्थात आपण त्याचा आता व्हॉल्यूम एलिमेंट दोन पद्धतीने काढणार आहोत, एक ह्या डायग्रॅमवरून फिगरवरून, आणि दुसऱ्या केसमध्ये वेन वी आर गोइंग टू गो फॉर ॲक्च्युअल दॅट टाईप ऑफ कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टीम, वी आर गोइंग टू डिराईव्ह व्हॉट इज H1, व्हॉट इज H2, व्हॉट इज H3, ॲज वेल ॲज व्हॉट इज G11, G22 ॲज वेल ॲज G33, आणि त्याच्यावरून व्हॉट इज सरफेस एलिमेंट, लेंथ एलिमेंट, व्हॉल्यूम एलिमेंट, एट्सेट्रा. We are going to use that equation 1, 2 and 3, where 1 is the length element, 2 is surface element and 3 is volume element, which is given by product of H1, H2, H3 into du1, du2, du3. But that will be done later on when we go actual coordinate systems there for other parameters too. Here we have to go for this simple diagram. अगदी छोट्याशा डायग्राम म्हणून आपल्याला हे काढायचं आहे, आणि असंच पुढं तुम्हाला स्पेरिकल पोलर सिलेंड्रिकल कोऑर्डिनेटसाठी सुद्धा तुम्ही याच प्रकारचं डेरिव्हेशन डिफाईन करू शकता. ओके, लेट्स गो फॉर दिस नाव. सो कन्सिडर ए पॉइंट P. Consider a point P. I hope you have drawn this diagram on your notebook. तुम्ही तुमच्या नोटबुकवरती ही डायग्राम काढली असेल. पॉइंट P having coordinates r, theta and phi, as shown in the diagram. मी माझा डायग्राम काढण्याचा वेळ थोडासा वाचवण्यासाठी I have borrowed this diagram directly from the net, and that is very simple and useful to understand too. Now increase r by r coordinate by dr. Okay, I can give numbers to this. This is point P and this is Q. This point is Q in the diagram. Okay, this. So increase r by dr so that the straight line PQ, straight line PQ, increase dr, straight line PQ increases by dr. In खरं तर हे चुकलं स्टेटमेंट. increase r by dr so that line PQ, okay, traces इन्क्रीज होण्याच्या ट्रेसेस म्हणा, ट्रेसेस, TRACS, ट्रेसेस मीन्स दिस. आय एम गेटिंग दिस विच आय हॅव ड्रॉन हिअर. आता जर येलो लाईन दाखवली आहे तुम्हाला, दॅट इज वॉट इज अ ट्रेस ऑफ DR, ट्रेसेस. नाव नेक्स्ट, इन्क्रीज कोऑर्डिनेट थीटा. Increase coordinate theta, sorry, this is theta by d theta, by d theta. Okay, so this was theta here and I am increasing this by d theta, so that ओके. आता इथं याला पण काहीतरी नाव देऊ, PQ, दिस इज R, इथं मागं पण देतं. ओके, सो दॅट आर्क QR will have length given by RD theta, will have length given by RD theta. Okay, that. And third one, increase coordinate phi, increase coordinate phi by d phi. Okay, now earlier this was phi and I am increasing this by d phi, so this is d phi. Increase coordinate phi by d phi, so that the corresponding arc will have length, R is the radius and d phi is the change, so it is R d phi, will have length R d phi. Okay, therefore तुम्हाला हा खालचा जो सरफेस दिसतोय असा, this and this, so it will have, this is R d phi. Okay, and this is R d theta, this length is R d theta and it has this increase वरती जो दाखवलाय, this is म्हणजे हा वरतीचा सरफेस पुन्हा असा असेल. ओके, इन्क्रीजिंग सरफेस, आता इथं काढता येत नाही मला तेवढासा व्यवस्थित, सो दॅट विल हॅव दिस, करता हा असा असेल, दिस, त्यानंतर इकडचा इकडं अँड दिस विल बी येस. सो दिस लेंथ इज नथिंग बट DR. सो आय हॅव वन साइड इज DR, वन साइड इज RD theta and one side is RD phi. याच्यात तीन. ओके, सो वी हॅव टू ड्रॉ दिस. सो thus the three edges of volume element will be, okay, first it is DR, then RD theta and then RD phi. Three length will be this. Sorry, we have made one mistake here. One mistake is that actually here this is given to be actually इथं बघा, इथं दिस दिलाय R sin theta d phi. हा बरोबर आहे, म्हणजे इथं त्याचे R d phi असेल, बट हिअर इट कम्स टू बी R sin theta d phi. म्हणजे ही जी सरफेस लेंथ असेल, this is R sin theta into d phi, not this, R sin theta into d phi. Okay, here R sin theta into d phi. आता हे कसं येईल बघा, this is theta, बरं. त्यानंतर I can take sin theta जर घ्यायचं असेल मला, if this is R and this is theta, I should get this, म्हणजे मला हे मिळालं पाहिजे, म्हणजे what I should get is this. कसं आणखी वेगळ्या पद्धतीने करता येईल. सो इट शोज हिअर नाउ दिस, लुक ॲट दिस इज R, म्हणजे ह्या डायग्रामसाठी आपण बघतो असा प्रकारचा, अँड दिस इज R sin theta. सो दिस इज गोइंग टू बी R sin theta, लेंथ ऑफ दिस इज R sin theta, अँड दिस व्हॅरीज बाय, इथं जो अँगल दिसतोय तो हा डी फाय आहे. सो दिस लेंथ इज गिवन टू बी आर साइन थीटा डी फाय. दिस आर्क लेंथ I am needed. This arc length I am needed is this r sin theta d phi. This is given to be r d theta and this is given to be तीन सरफेस घेतल्यात मी. This म्हणजे इकडचा हा सरफेस एरिया लेंथ, देन this and त्याच्यावरचा. So this is my dr, this is r sin theta d phi and this is my r d theta. Now I have to take product of this dr r d theta and r sin theta d phi. Therefore the volume element dv is equal to first side is dr, second is rd theta, okay, you can write all this in brackets, and third is r into sin theta multiplied by d phi. And therefore one will get dv is equal to r square sin theta into dr d theta and d phi. So this is said to be the volume element. Actually we have done this earlier. तुम्ही कदाचित हे अगोदर कदाचित कधी केलं असेल, but we are interested here. This dv is given by r square sin theta into dr d theta d phi. Now in the next lecture when we go for actual this type of coordinate system, you'll find here I have to get this is by given. म्हणजे आता मला इथलं सुद्धा वॉल्यूम एलिमेंट असंच काढता आलं पाहिजे, h1 h2 h3 into du1 du2 du3. So for that I am needed to calculate what is h1 h2 and h3, that is scale factors for this type of spherical polar coordinate system. Then what is du1 du2 du3? I should get same equation. इथं सुद्धा मला हे इक्वेशन असंच मिळायला पाहिजे, r square sin theta into dr d theta d phi. So dv obtained by this generalized curvilinear coordinate system method and the dv or volume element obtained by this geometrical method, that must be identical. Then and then there our theory will be accepted, and that's how this particular theory gives you. We are going to go do this derivation later on. पुढच्या काही लेक्चर्समध्ये ज्यावेळेस आपण प्रत्येक कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टीमचा अभ्यास करायला जाऊ त्यावेळेस तुम्हाला याच्याबद्दल आपण थोडंसं जास्त बोलणार आहोत. सो ॲट प्रेझेंट geometrically I have calculated this volume element in this spherical polar coordinate system is different than the volume element in this our Cartesian coordinate system. In Cartesian coordinate system it is very simple, product of h1 h2 h3 into du1 du2 du3, that gives me simply 1 1 1 into dx dy dz. Therefore I get dv is equal to dx dy dz in the Cartesian coordinate system. But here using this generalized curvilinear coordinate system I have to get this, and using geometrical method I should get I am getting this differential volume element is given by r square sin theta into dr d theta d phi. So this method, whether we are getting this or not, that will be tested in the next lecture when we go for actual this type of curvilinear coordinate systems, sorry, this spherical polar coordinate system and their calculation of h1 h2 h3 and so many things will be done later on. Okay, so here today we'll stop here as we are finishing our time. Next lecture tomorrow we'll have 2 lectures and we'll go for important part. Now one small derivation, that is I am skipping it for you. तुम्ही आता ते थोडं सर्च करा किंवा पुस्तकामधून घ्या. that is volume element. Okay, so another derivation, volume element in cylindrical coordinate system. Cylindrical coordinate system. Okay, I am giving this going to be exercise. This is an exercise. Just write it somewhere. तुमच्या वहीत कुठेतरी लिहून ठेवा. You can get it either from the net or you can get from your textbook. Doesn't matter. You can go for that. Okay. So today we have seen what is the surface element and volume element concept in this curvilinear coordinate system, and also for this type of system we have shown, that means for this our Cartesian coordinate system we have shown this how to get h1 h2 h3 as well as g1 1 g2 2 g3 3, and based upon that how to go for calculation of volume element, surface element, length element in the Cartesian coordinate system. So here we have gone for all these things. in the next lecture we will go for the remaining coordinate system and all these parameters. Remember, what is more important in this particular chapter is also we are going to derive the relations for gradient of scalar field, divergence of a vector field, as well as the curl of a vector field in the curvilinear coordinate system, and then these we are going to apply for these three different types of coordinate system. Out of that, the gradient, divergence, curl for scalar field and vector field respectively we know for Cartesian coordinate system, so that is not difficult, but getting curl, gradient, divergence and Laplacian for this cylindrical coordinate system and the spherical polar coordinate system, that is much more mathematical part that we will discuss in the next lecture. Okay, so today I'll stop here for this lecture.